Fed announces interest rate cut to help Americans afford their own money. In a groundbreaking move, the Federal Reserve has announced an interest rate cut, aiming to make it easier for Americans to afford their own money. Fed Chair Jerome Powell, in a press conference, stated, "We believe that by lowering interest rates, we can help Americans stretch their dollars further, especially since those dollars are now worth about as much as monopoly money." The decision comes after months of deliberation and a series of economic indicators that suggested people were struggling to keep up with the cost of living. "We noticed that people were having to choose between buying groceries and paying rent," Powell explained. "With this rate cut, we hope they can at least afford to look at the groceries they can't buy." Critics argue that the move is too little, too late. "It's like putting a Band-Aid on a sinking ship," said one economist. "Sure, it might help for a moment, but eventually, you're going to need a bigger boat, or in this case, a better economic strategy." Meanwhile, Wall Street reacted positively to the news, with stocks soaring as investors celebrated the prospect of cheaper borrowing costs. "This is great news for anyone who has money to invest," said a jubilant stockbroker. "For everyone else, well, good luck out there." As Americans brace for the impact of the rate cut, many are left wondering if this will be enough to navigate the turbulent waters of the current economy. "At least now, when we're drowning in debt, the interest won't be as high," quipped one citizen. "That's something, right?" Following the announcement, social media was abuzz with reactions. Memes depicting Powell as a superhero saving the day flooded Twitter, while others showed him as a captain steering the Titanic. "At least he's trying," commented one user, "even if we're still headed for the iceberg." Local businesses also weighed in on the decision. "We hope this rate cut will encourage more spending," said a small business owner. "But honestly, if people don't have money to spend, it doesn't matter how low the interest rates are." Politicians were quick to respond to the Fed's move. "This is a step in the right direction," said one senator. "But we need comprehensive economic reform, not just temporary fixes." Meanwhile, another politician quipped, "Maybe next, the Fed can cut the interest rates on our national debt. Now that would be something." Economists are divided on the long-term effects of the rate cut. Some believe it will provide the necessary boost to the economy, while others are skeptical. "It's a gamble," said one analyst. But in these times, what isn't? As the nation waits to see the full impact of the Fed's decision, one thing is clear: the conversation about economic reform is far from over. "We need more than just rate cuts," said a financial expert. "We need a complete overhaul of our economic policies." In the meantime, Americans are left to navigate the choppy waters of the current economy, hoping that this latest move by the Fed will provide some much-needed relief. "At least now, when we're drowning in debt, the interest won't be as high," quipped one citizen. "That's something, right?"